So the countdown has begun. Only 17 days to go, and there are people literally marking off their calendars before the final installment of George Lucas's groundbreaking Star Wars series hits the theaters. The film is called Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, opening May 19th. And as I said, people lining up to see it. And our guest this morning plays Anakin Skywalker, the young Jedi Knight, doomed to become one of the, I think, most frightening villains in the history of film, Darth Vader. And Hayden Christensen is here. It's good to have you. This is really terrific what's happened for you. And I asked, just before we were about to go on, whether you're nervous about this.
Yeah, my response was the nervous has turned into excitement. I finally got to see the film last night.
You saw the film for the first time
last night, yeah.
Here in New York?
Here in New York.
Did you have to pay $10.50?
No, I got him for free.
You got him for free?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't doing anything last night.
I was happy to pay, but should have come.
And what'd you think?
And it's an amazing film. It's all that it could have been. I couldn't be more excited about it.
All that acting that you were doing when you couldn't tell what you were doing because you were in front of a green screen.
You film these in a very vacuous environment, and then going and seeing the film makes it that much more of an original experience. And the environments they've created, I mean, it's visually the most spectacular film I think you'll get to see.
Now, I went back and looked. The first Star Wars movie, which is actually the fourth in the series of 6. Now he's done 3 movies as a prequel. Came out in 1977. Mm-hmm. That was 28 years ago. Mm-hmm. How old are you?
I just turned 24. So I wasn't born yet.
So you weren't even a gleam in your mother's eye when the first movie came out?
No, not yet.
You're younger than this. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. So do you remember when you first heard of Darth Vader and of the Star Wars movies?
I remember imitating Darth Vader before I remember having seen the films or really any knowledge of what they were about, which, you know, I think says sort of the impact that these films have had on popular culture. You know, so I remember driving to New York to visit my grandparents and being in the back seat with my little sister and doing the whole, you know, Darth Vader voice, and it was good fun, and here I am playing him, so it's all sort of...
Can you give me the voice?
Luke, I am your father.
But it's such an amazing story. I mean, a kid grows up and he hears, you know, in school about these famous movies, and then he goes to see them, and then you is.
I know.
It's you.
I know. You can't really dream that big. But,
no, I mean, let's talk about, because he is, I think, the most famous villain in the history of film.
I think probably so.
Now, this movie's basically about how a nice guy like you, Anakin Skywalker, can become such a lousy, mean, vicious, cruel, awful, yucky guy like Darth Vader.
And this film, you get to see all of the sort of necessary evils that have to take place for that transition to Darth Vader to really have that come to life.
Can you play mean, yucky? Awful?
I can try my best, you know. I got to really sort of let it all loose. In episode 2, you know, that was sort of my instinct was to go sort of the darker side of Anakin, and I was sort of asked to hold back on that. And then we arrived.
Because it was to come.
Because it was to come, yeah. Right. We needed that for episode 3. And I got sort of free reign on this last one and got to do all these evil things.
Now, this is such a closely guarded film. They gave us one little clip of you and Chancellor Palpatine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, played by Ian McDiarmid. You should set this up. This is, do you know the clip?
I don't actually know the clip, but
We'll set it up after it's over.
All right, but I can tell you, Ian's amazing.
All right, so let's take a look.
Remember back to your early teachings. All who gain power are afraid to lose it, even the Jedi.
The Jedi use their power for good.
Good is a point of view, Anakin. The Sith and the Jedi are similar in almost every way, including their quest for greater power.
The Sith rely on their passion for their strength. They think inwards, only about themselves.
And the Jedi don't.
So, where does that come? Oh, by the way, you're all going to be charged $10.50 for seeing that.
that was at a space opera, which you get a glimpse of from the reverse perspective, and it's this amazing, you know, visual sort of opera of these aliens sort of floating about, and Palpatine is explaining sort of the attraction to the dark side, and that's sort of the beginning of of that seduction.
I want to come back to this business of the young man growing up, learning about Darth Vader, and then becoming Darth Vader. Do you remember the first day you put on the costume?
Of course.
I understand it brought the Fox studios to a halt. Everybody came out to see it.
Yeah, everyone, all the crew, everyone from the production offices.
Did you feel, holy cow?
Well, I mean, what an empowering feeling, you know, to
yeah, you can go out and destroy the world.
Yeah, more or less. But being able to sort of walk on the set and you know, walk by people I know and see the reaction in their eyes and that sort of glimmer of awe and sort of fear as well, like they would sort of step back and lower their heads and, you know.
Stay away from me.
Yes.
You brought the lightsabers with you.
We brought the lightsabers. I think we're going to give you a little demo or something.
All right, but we have to have a little commercial break. Do you want to throw to commercial as Darth Vader, and then we'll come back?
Why don't you do it?
I could.
Come on, it's just as embarrassing for me.
All right. Charlie. We'll be back.